Hi everyone, this is Lisa Allen, and in today's training I have part 2 for you of increasing SERP click-through, which will be all about authorship. Now, as you've probably noticed, some of the search engine results have pictures of the authors included next to them, and as you can see from this example here, this really increases the visibility of the listing compared to the other listings. But it also does something more. It creates instant credibility and trust for this author. It says that this person is an expert and that their content is worth reading, and you can see this effect all over the place with many famous people who have successfully branded themselves so that their name and face carries its own power and meaning. People know what they stand for and what they will find on that author's content. So what do you think of, for example, when someone says Tony Robbins or Brian Tracy? With Tony Robbins, you probably think of self-help and empowerment, and with Brian Tracy, you're probably thinking of good business advice. These guys don't hide behind a mask. They aren't afraid to put their name on their content, and that makes their content a magnet for clicks. So by emulating some of the ways they do things, you too can become a bit famous in your niche, and that will generate clicks for you and following. So now that you understand the dual nature of what we are working with on authorship, let's get into the technical details of how to get your trustworthy face into the SERPs. What we have here is a diagram of how it works on the technical level. You can see that we essentially have three things we need to accomplish. First, you can see we have here your domain, and on that domain there is a blog post or page that you hope to get your photo shown next to in the SERPs. Also on that same domain is an author profile page of some sort. It can be an About Me page, an author post archive, or some other type of page that you designate as your profile page, but it must reside on the same domain as the blog posts. Each blog post should have a link on the page to that profile page which uses the rel equals author markup in the anchor tags. Second, the profile page must have its own external link to another profile. For instance, your Google Plus profile is very useful for this. Now, because this link is off-site, instead of using rel equals author, you'll use rel equals me in that link going to the off-site profile. And in the last step, you verify that the profile you link to is really yours. So how do you do this? Well, you create a reciprocal link back to your domain, also with the rel equals me tag from that external profile. This makes it very hard for someone else to claim that their material or site is yours and impersonate you or affect your reputation by what they publish under your name. So now let's just walk through it on this blog so you can see a working example. First, you'll notice that I placed an About Me widget on my sidebar, so it will appear on every post on my site. This is just a simple text widget where I entered basic HTML to display my photo, a link, and some text. And if you examine the link, you can see that in the HTML it uses the rel equals author attribute to go to the simple About Me page, and the About Me page is just on the base of my blog About Me. Now on the About Me page we needed a link out to an external profile, and for this example I've used my Google Plus account. So where is the link? Actually, I cheated a little and put it right in the social icons that appear all over the site. So the link is right up here on my Google Plus button. So let's look at the HTML for the Google Plus button. Just do a right click, inspect element with Firebug, and let's move this up just a little bit so you can see it. So here's the link to my Google Plus profile, and then you can see right there it says rel equals me. Now Google Plus is probably the trickiest thing out of all three steps. You need to go to your Google Plus profile, log in, and then click on the Edit Profile button. You'll want to scroll down to Other Profiles, and then click on it, and click on Add Custom Link. Then you just fill in the display text and the domain URL, and then of course click on Save when you're done, and then click on Done Editing on your profile. Now if you go back to the About tab of your profile and scroll down to Other Profiles, so let's just look at the link, and you can see in the link we have rel equals me, so that completes the circle back to the blog that we're trying to verify. So that's it. You verified the relationship. Now I should mention that you can also add yourself as a contributor to your blog or other site, but that won't get the required rel equals me tag in the link to complete the circle. What you'll get instead is a rel equals contributor to tag. So once you've completed these steps, head over to the Google Rich Snippets testing tool at the URL that you can see on your screen. If everything is working correctly, I should be able to see my picture next to the SERP listing preview for my posts. So let's just check it by plugging in yesterday's post URL and clicking on preview. So now you can see that I not only have my picture showing up, but my name is here, linking to my Google Plus profile, and I have a link to more of my posts. So that's it for this video on how to hook up authorship and get more clicks from your search engine results pages. I hope you have enjoyed this series, and I will talk to you again soon.